Well. That was something. I don't know how many of you were watching live, either on our network or on the 37 other networks that were carrying this live. Shout out to the Mud Shark. Shout out to Melton. I know they're probably watching. Well, I know Melton's watching. He was hanging on every word. And let me tell you something. Let me just start off by saying I got to give some praise here. Number one, Aaron, you came in here. You didn't run away. You faced every super chat that was put up, every hard-hitting question Ray had to ask you, and you you made it through the storm, my friend, and that I give you props for. And the other props I got to give to is our boy Joe. I mean, Joe really stepped up to the plate and followed up with some stuff, and didn't let stuff just kind of go away, which I liked. One of the reasons why I hired Joe is because he's heartless. So I knew
and an asshole. So.
Yeah, I mean, most heartless people are. So I knew
that was my favorite part. One of the chatters wanted to know why I'm so cunty. I was like, because I don't have a switch in my head that turns it off. That's why.
Yeah. So Joe did great. Now let's get into this, okay? Because number one, here's. So I get a text last night at 1:00 in the morning, 1:15, from Mr. Ray DeVito. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna read this text because it's insane. It's insane. I can't figure this Ray guy out. I've done nothing but try to be supportive to this guy, but just listen to this. He goes, I'm watching MLC from today. No disrespect, but if Bob does start live streaming like he said he's going to while I'm doing the show tomorrow, then I'm going to quit the stream and just do stream on my YouTube. I'll do next Thursday on your network after he quits and goes to his and does the interview. Then he'll grant me the favor of coming back and doing the following Thursday on your network. But I have to stand up for myself. And that's a shit move to do to me. Meanwhile, nothing's been done.
No.
Nothing was done. Bob made a joke. Bob said something that pissed off a comic. Every comic has a line where this isn't funny.
Right.
And you found Ray's. It's Bob Levy. He thinks Bob Levy isn't funny, apparently. But I have to stand up for myself, and that's a shit move to do to me, and it's going to fuck up the flow. What a flow. How about if you want to flow, Ray, get out of that shit fucking comedy condo you were in with which Chad told you on Monday. On Monday, there is no Wi-Fi there. And you said, oh, I'll just check into a hotel with better Wi-Fi. Did he? No. He just decided to do it from there. Had Ray, let me ask you this question. Had Ray done it on his channel, do you think he would have got a room somewhere with better Wi-Fi?
Oh. Of course.
Yeah.
Interesting, right? So he writes, it's going to mess up the flow. And the fact that I even have to be concerned about this.
Wait a minute. First of all, what flow? What flow would I ruin if I'm not in the room with him?
You didn't see the flow that he had with Steel Toe when they figured out the prize raffle thing? Because and I love this, the fact that I even have to be concerned about this. How dare you even concern Ray DeVito about this, Bob? Who the fuck do you think you are, Bob?
I don't know.
Let me know if I should just do the stream on my own. I'm seriously not cool with this, and that's a real thing. So I don't text him back last night, even though I was up. And it pissed me off. I said, I'm not going to text him back because I want to see what Ray's bringing to this table. Still, I believe. So I texted him today after we did the meeting earlier today. And I said, Ray, Bob was never going to go live against you. It was a joke. Have a good show. That's what I wrote.
Nice.
Here's what he writes back.
And also, he sent me and Kevin a message last night at like 1 something.
Yeah, he texted me first, then he went after you guys. So he's got to stand up for himself, but he's attacking the guy that had nothing to do with it to stand up for himself. And he goes, and so after I write him, have a good show, he writes, it's all good. Still going to address it because it got me worked up.
I wish he'd brought some of that energy to the interview.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He was so angry about Bob and the dumb network, as he calls it. Not to mention, he's sitting here talking about how he never watches anything on the network. He doesn't sound like he's a team player like the rest of us. And then he goes, "Where are my clips? How come Joe doesn't clip stuff on my show?" And that's when Joe was Joe and said, "When you do something worth clipping, we'll clip it."
Man.
So I was like, that tweaked me last night, and I bit my tongue. I said, I'm not going to get involved.
Dave Daffler, what the fuck?
Mike Morse. Yeah, Mike Morse drives faster than Ray's Wi-Fi. That's the other thing that bugged the shit out of me. He knew a week going into this that this place had the shittiest Wi-Fi. He even said it himself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He knows so many people are going to be tuning in to watch this. You don't give a shit about what you do. You know what I mean?
So do you think a man who headlines an open mic night really gives a shit about what he does?
He should. He should. Then maybe he won't have to headline open mic nights.
Well,
You know what I mean?
He'll be featuring.
Fuck, if I knew that my viewership was going to be quadrupled on one interview, I'd make sure everything works at its fucking best that day.
Yeah, Charlie, Bob ordered the Birds to go after Ray. I wouldn't do that to Ray.
And listen, hotels are expensive. If he would have come to me and said, "Hey, man, I want to make sure this interview goes great," I would have got him a room. I'd have got him a suite. But it makes him look bad. It's not my Wi-Fi.
Right. At least we got to see his friend's bandana.
that he left there. This is weird.
All he literally had to do was scoot over and plug into the hardwire internet. $5, no legs. Thanks.
So about that, real quick, if I could, on the whole plugging into the Wi-Fi, I said that to him before we went live because he was glitchy, and he said that his MacBook doesn't have an Ethernet plug on it. I don't know if that's true or not, but do y'all know?
I don't know. I don't have one.
I don't have a MacBook. I don't use MacBooks, but
so there's no way to hardwire a MacBook into a Wi-Fi router. That seems unlikely.
Yeah, I don't know. But you figure it out. Like he did MLC the other day in a lobby because it had good Wi-Fi. He's already out of his
That was
room.
a hotel that he was already thrown out of. He left at 11 and went downstairs.
Right, but what I'm saying is he didn't say, "Oh, I'll just do it from my car." He gave a shit. He did it from the lobby of the hotel because the Wi-Fi works and he knows it'll work well. Welcome to the Joe Show, coming this fall only on the Shuli Network. Yeah, listen. Joe was specifically told before this, if people are putting up super chats, they go up. If Ray refuses to read them or walks off, you're taking over. That was Joe's, because I didn't want to be there because then everybody, "Oh, Shuli's gonna get involved with the Jews." Fine, so I stay out, and Joe was our conduit.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe's a douchebag. I agree, but he was great today.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to Joe. Anybody else have thoughts on this? I'm curious to hear. I wasn't able to watch Melton's stream. I'm curious to hear what Melton's take on this was, how he thought Ray came off, how he thought Aaron came off. Because I'll tell you, the thing that I noticed was I think Aaron would be willing to sit down and talk with pretty much anyone.
Yeah.
So that would be fucking awesome if him and Melton and Zumock can all sit down and do a show and figure this shit out.
Good. Yeah.
Let's get the Potato on here. Sure, send him a link. Potato are always welcome on the Shuli Network.
Yeah.
Can
I say what I thought?
Yeah,
first?
please. I want it because you were a big part of it. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, it was so funny that Ray got mad at just busting balls. But basically, where am I going to go live? You know what I mean? Kevin wasn't going to go live. We have a show later. You know what I mean?
Right. You're on at 4 today. And by the way, his exact quote was, "That's not funny." What you said and insinuated was not funny.
Yeah.
Aaron said he's sitting there reading super chats about Aaron's family being obese and his wife, and he's going, "No, Bob, you saying you're going to go live at the same time as me? That's not funny. You crossed the line."
Yesterday I said I was going to walk my dog for 20 minutes, and we are going to film that and put that up against him.
We wanted to premiere a video of Bob walking his dog and picking up his shit against Ray and see if we could outdraw viewership. And he's just like, the network doesn't have my back. Like, what are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, I mean, we got his back on MLC. We got his back here. You know, I mean, come on.
Ray was a real winner today. Oh, I meant whiner.
Yeah. And I thought that Ray came in like really nervous, like almost worked up. He was talking very fast, and he was going a little off. I said what was going to happen at the beginning, that definitely Aaron will be the interviewer. He'll be the interviewer very soon into it.
And
he knows what he's doing.
Joe, you and I both texted Joe at the same time. We go, "Hey, let's go. Get involved. This isn't I want to learn about Ray DeVito."
Yeah, and I thought Aaron did a great job. I mean, he showed, like, you know, what he should show, that it doesn't really matter, you know, any of this. It's just about having fun, I guess. You know, I use that word, but yeah, I mean, he should have called me. It's just the way. It's a weird thing, and like, and on Twitter, he unfollowed me, and I unfollowed him. He followed me back. I followed him back. Simple as that. And he sent a message inside of, now not a text, but now a DM to kind of say what happened, when he could have just called me. Do you understand that?
Yeah, and he said it himself.
But he did it the second time, and he put it out even further into a Twitter thing. So it's just like, you know, I mean,
and then the other part was, he reached out to me first before you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was saying, I got to wash my hands of Bob, when I did nothing. I did nothing. You know what I mean? I just because I'm on a show, you know what I mean? I say what I want to say, and I take it as far as I think I should take things for what comes at me. I'm not going to overstep it and fucking, you know what I mean? I got to be really pissed off.
Listen, I hear you, Steve. Listen, people don't like to call people nowadays, but, well, you know what? Then this is what you get.
We always did talk.
This is what you get. This is a lot. You know, this is a human interaction, old school.
And exactly, if there's a problem, then you call. If we're just chatting back and forth, yeah, text message, definitely, you know. But if there's a problem, you call somebody. That's all I'm saying.
Well, listen, Ray, thanks to the viewers of the Shuli Network, made a nice chunk of change.
Dumb Shuli Network.
The dumb Shuli Network, which he was ready to split with Aaron. I mean, this Ray is just one great decision after another. You got Aaron sitting up here going, "I don't want it. You take it."
So you're trying to tell me a guy who dries himself off with paper towels makes bad decisions?
Right. A guy who closes an open mic and drives 6 hours to Tuzla, according to Bob.
Somebody says, Aaron just said 2 weeks ago Bob needs to apologize. I have nothing to apologize to.
Yeah, I know, but he really said Bob needs to apologize.
I have no idea, but if he did, he might have said it in a certain way or whatever. It's like, you know, it's like however you guys want to take it. I get mad when I'm supposed to get mad these days. There's nothing to be mad about right now.
You know,
I'm actually having this time in my life. Really.
You know, you've described your growth perfectly, because back in the day, Bob would get upset with everything, and now he actually gets upset with the shit that he needs to get upset with.
I'm not going to waste my time or fucking thinking about stuff that is not anything. It's really nothing, you know? It's just the way it's done. And I basically explained it 3 times that, you know, there's a way to do things. And I'm not mad. Am I mad? You know, do I worry about blowback? Come on, man. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you guys this. How do you think Aaron handled the prize? Because that's a big issue in this steel toe world right now, with this raffle thing that they're doing. And apparently the issue is that if you have to pay to play, basically. It's being advertised as a sweepstakes where anyone can win, but anyone who pays can win. And I don't know the detail. I know Melton's all over this, and I didn't, I haven't watched the 7 hours yet. But yes, we'll get that going too. But yeah, I think that was a big issue. I don't know the details of, so I don't know if it was handled well. Maybe someone in the chat can give your thoughts on it. But that was a question that seemed to be brought up over and over and over again.
Yeah, to me, I don't know anything about it, and I really don't give a shit. You know what I mean? That's their deal. They'd have to deal with that. So me, I don't have anything to say about that. I have no idea that you can. Bob isn't even mad at the pool guy. The guy swindled him out of it. Now he did.
Well, technically, he hasn't swindled him yet.
But
yeah, so
he's swindling him. He's in the process.
No.
And by the way, I looked it up here on iMac that most of them have Ethernet ports, and if they don't, you can get an adapter for a port. So it is connectable.
Aaron doesn't seem to be worried, so who cares what Melton says? If it's wrong, then Steel Toe will have to deal with it.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what it is. That's what I say. It's like, if he's doing something, he would think that it's okay. You know what I mean? Who the fuck goes into this? You know what I mean? Opie today, Bob? No, but next week I think it's better to build up. So
wait, hold on. Cassius says it's not being promoted as anyone can win, only for merch purposes. No deception about it.
Purchases.
Okay. Well, then I don't know. And I don't know what the problem is. People are saying different things, and I'm not,
Let me just get something out of the way.
Good.
I'm not a lawyer, but you know what I mean? I don't see why the guy would be doing it if it was going to get him in trouble. It's not worth it. That's all I'm saying.
And now this guy's saying it's not that it's deceptive. It's that it's against the rules and law.
Yeah.
You have broken the laws of YouTube. Thanks. Okay. Well, I mean, so there was that. Then there was all the super chats people were posting up. A lot of accusations about Aaron cheating, which he denied repeatedly.
I'm not a lawyer or a pool owner. Stop it. I love Bobby Friend. I think he's hilarious. I think we can do a lot more with him here.
With who?
With Bobby Friend. Is that the guy
Bobby
on Sports?
Friend?
I thought you said Valby Fenn.
That's what I go.
Yeah, okay, him too. Him. It's the can that Chad threw.
Yeah, no, Bobby Fran does the sports heads with our boy Andrew on Fridays. And yeah, I agree. Bobby's really good on the air.
And a great guy. I got to meet him one night, and just a fucking, I like him a lot.
Right. So, and then I saw before the stream started, Chad put up on Twitter, he said, Melton is copying my idea to live watch the Ray DeVito interview. And he writes, should I still do it? He asked the internet. Should I still do it? The internet, where he gets all the love and respect.
Right.
And then he writes, and somebody writes, just what happened?
No, I'm not a lawyer. The guy's devastated. I stopped, chef. I'm not. I just.
And then somebody said, "Who cares? Just watch the show." Like, and he goes, "No, but I thought of it first. It was like I just pictured him on the floor banging his fists and feet, throwing a tantrum. It's like, just do whatever you want." He's got to be. Joe kind of sounds like Marvin the Martian. Make him say space modulator. Joe,
space modulator.
It's not bad.
Clip it.
Who do I sound like?
Marvin the Martian. He's a youngster. He didn't watch Bugs Bunny.
From the Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Val,
I'm going to kill you with my ray gun. Yeah.
No. For the Monopoly game, there is a way to get free playing pieces because of this. Because of Steel Toe. Wow, that motherfucker fucked up everything.
I know. Steel Toe's behind the Monopoly scam. I think what they're saying is if it's a contest, it's got to be open to everyone.
Well,
not and then it's not a contest if it's just I don't know. I'm not stoned yet, so I don't.
Let's fix that bullshit.
Yeah. If your raffle drives people to buy your merch, people buy your merch because they think there's a fair contest, but you secretly give the prize to someone you know. Because I was saying, there's a lot of we've done shows where we have to read off, back in the day we had to read off raffle tickets, right?
Right.
And those people bought raffle tickets. They paid for a chance to win other prizes. But I guess is that different on YouTube? I don't know.
Well, I think that he was giving them out to people that he wanted it to go to. It wasn't
So regardless of how much you buy or what you buy, he's going to give it to who wants to get. So then it's not.
That's what that guy said. I don't know, but I think that's what that meant.
Right, and that would make it not a contest.
See, a lot of people don't realize, and performers or whatever you want to call it, that there's a difference between having a problem with somebody and just actually making a comment on a show. You know what I mean? There's a big difference. We're all in this kind of thing together, and you know what I mean. If somebody has you don't really have to have a problem with someone to have an opinion. That's it.
Yeah. Hold on. Pip says they literally draw it in front of the camera. Nothing illegal about it. YouTube has no issue with it. Okay, well,
yeah, that's fine. I like I said, I don't see anybody doing something that would. Why would you over whatever money that day would come in? Why would you go? To fuck it up for yourself? It makes no sense.
Any highlights of Ray's interview that stuck out for you guys?
Nope. Let's move on. No, there was
he took some shots at you, man. He was talking shit about you at the beginning.
About something that didn't happen. How do you counter that? How do you counter
again, Bob?
It's like it's so stupid.
This isn't the first guy in your life that I've had this discussion with you about, where one little thing happens and all of a sudden a reaction from that that doesn't even come close to warrant what happened. That's a sign. That's telling you something, that this person has felt this way about you for quite some time. In my opinion, I could be wrong. Maybe when Ray's mad, that's just how he is. But in my opinion, I feel like that's a window to somebody's soul right there.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's I like Ray. I support Ray. I totally do. I always push for him to be on MLC. Whenever anything, just a little talk, I push for him to be here. I basically,
Hey, Shuli, can I pitch something in here real quick?
If it's your own show, no.
No. It's just to address something that they were talking. Somebody made a comment on Patreon that I was being rude to Ray and why break his balls, because I never do that to you guys, and I never do that to you guys on the air because the opportunity doesn't present itself. But in our group chat, that is all we do all day long. And
even before the shows, we bust balls.
Yeah, it's what happens around here.
Everyone is fair game.
Nobody takes it seriously, and that's the key. You know
Except
what I mean?
When people that aren't involved in it, they apparently take it very seriously.
Yeah, of course they do, but that's selling it. You're selling the show. You're selling it on the air. I mean, everybody's going to have a different opinion.
Absolutely rude. Good. Good. That's how you like it here on the Shuli Network. So go fuck yourself. Have a good one.
Yeah, I mean, even on Kumio, when me and Kevin were there, it was just busting balls the whole time. There was nothing we talked about. It was a free fucking show.
Nelson thinks your name's Leo. Can we change your name to Leo, Joe?
We sure can. Yeah.
Thank you, Leo. Okay, let's see. Ray was absolutely awful. He crapped on Chad a lot and shat on Melton, and he had no Wi-Fi. The producer saved that interview. Listen. At the end of the day, Ray knew what he was getting into with this interview. He knew all the eyes were, and all we're doing is having fun with it. We're just trying to put more eyes on the interview.
Exactly. By saying I'm going to put my dog against him, I mean, come on. Was I really going to do that? No, I never even hit up Kevin and go, let's go live on the side. Never, I don't know how to go live on here. I don't even know how to go live on the old account that we had.
let me tell you something. At no point did I text Bob and say, "What the fuck? You're going live against the show on my network, on Bob's network." According to I never did any of that because I knew right away Bob is pushing buttons, and that makes for great radio. It's what we all grew up listening to. Whether you were a Stern fan, O&A fan, it's got to go somewhere, baby. Come on.
And not for nothing, the dog walking would have been funny.
Yeah, of course it would have been funny.
We should do that. If he wants to come on next Thursday. Yeah. You know what we'll do? I'll walk my dog. You walk yours. Mike, you just go and take a shit.
You know what? I'm going to have a dog next week. I'm dog sitting for my daughter.
Oh my God. We got to have a dog walking.
Walking dogs against Ray DeVito.
We should have everyone walk their dog too and send us videos of it.
But is that ratings? Would that be ratings, Kevin? If we walk dogs,
people love seeing people pick up shit. That's why they watch Ray. It's shit.
That's funny. Oh, that's great. Yeah, she's got a Doberman. That
Ray the shit out.
Sorry, I just wanted to grab a photo of this.
After Leo would shut the fuck up.
Kevin was talking about that picture yesterday. He was talking about that picture. We got to put that as a thing. Is it in the YouTube thing where you can get that picture? Okay.
If you get a membership, you can use that emoji. It's available for YouTube members. And I think we have a Chad one too. Do you have the Chad one that you can flash up? Yeah, that's the Chad one we got. So yeah, I mean, there was we got Perry.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Wi-Fi thing made me nuts. It made me nuts. Thank you, Key.
Yeah, Key.
Because I mean, look, we're trying to build this thing to, to get really huge. Am I blow? No. Okay, we're trying to we got a new company working with us now. They're going to be doing a lot of stuff, and anyone that's on here is going to catch. You know what I mean? They're going to catch listeners.
By the way,
of you keeping them.
I'm in talks with a legendary name in comedy to.
We talked earlier.
Is it me?
No, neither of you asshats. It's actually a guy who's done
Ray
and is known in this goddamn business. And he's most likely going to be coming over and doing a show on here. I'm very excited.
And the only time he can do is Thursdays at 1.
Yeah, we were thinking maybe start a Shark Tank show where people come on and pitch us their podcast. And what was the title you thought of, Mike, for the show?
Ray or Nay.
See, Ray, this is how you're in the club. This is what happens here. You should see these guys that work for us get their asshole handed to them every day, and it's not even on the air. It's just for our own personal enjoyment.
Yeah, you got to handle it how can you handle being on Stern or even Kid Chris back in the day? I mean, you would have cried. You would have, you would have been in therapy.
Yeah.
Bob did not talk about anybody's Wi-Fi.
Hey,
I don't know what the problem is, but
Reels. Let me tell you something.
It's gold. Bob is gold.
Bob is a man who does. Well, go ahead. Scrimp Ape, $5. It's illegal to ask for money to enter a raffle. It becomes a lottery. How does Aaron know it's not a child plus state laws? Oh, that wins the thing. Okay. I understand. Okay, so you have no way of verifying who has won said prize. So it could even be illegal, depending on the prize. It could be illegal to give to someone. Like,
I think they're also saying that if you have to pay to get in, that it becomes a lottery. It's not a raffle anymore.
I think also what he's saying, if he just says this person won, and he doesn't even do it.
So there's a couple fronts there that there's some. Okay.
Not to belabor the point, but it's one of those things, Shuli, where we have a lot of ideas during our meetings. A lot of things come up that we're like, yeah, we should do that. And then you kind of look into it and find out oh, maybe we can't, or there's this rule or that rule that we can't get around. It just seems like.
I remember having to let down Anthony Zenhauser and Pat Dixon very gently about how it's probably not going to work to have a dog fucking show on the network. That was a tough conversation to have.
He's not joking, by the way.
No, that is not a joke. Go ahead. Mason in Portland, thank you. So, by the way, just to clarify, the show is not them fucking dogs. It's just them talking about stories of people who have fucked dogs.
Yeah, but I'll get back to my internet thing. My internet, there's so much stuff on the radio that's gold, okay? Because of this now. We posted up. Is it going off now?
What? No, your internet's fine right now.
Okay.
Bob's right. Just the other day we recorded after show meeting where we tried to help Bob fix his computer, and anytime Bob gets involved with computer stuff, it's a home run, and we're busting his balls relentlessly, and this guy's just trying to fix his shit. He's ready to snap, and we don't stop. And so, like, Ray, the amount of ball busting you got is nothing compared to the shit Bob goes through on a daily basis.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fucking, we're just busting balls. You know what I mean? It's all about fun.
Brent used to get it relentlessly on Miserable Men.
Who?
Brent, remember?
Oh my God.
he used to get it the worst on Miserable Men.
You know, when somebody's about to quit, it's fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? When people just don't get it, and they go so far with it, and they're just getting mad. It's fucking hilarious.
I don't have Melton's email, but if somebody wants to DM him the link from the boys, the young boys in the back, Ooga, feel free. But yeah, it was a lot of ups and downs in that interview. Meanwhile, Ray had over 400 people watching.
Yeah.
Aaron had the ups, Ray had the downs. It was nice and even.
So Ray, 400 plus watching. That's the most viewers he's ever had on a show he's ever done. Plus, quite a lot of super chat money. So anytime you want to send a thank you or feel free, Ray.
Maybe a fruit basket.
Something. You know, the guy who takes shots at you and forces you to stand up for yourself. It's like, what is he, against the draft? You know, like, what, standing up for yourself. Bob said, I'm dying to know what Lenny from Long Island thinks. All right, Frank, you are about to be banned. Love you three. Also, Shuli a picture, but reason I only super chat MLC is because they rarely get read here. Try it again today. Same result. Really? Well, we're reading it now. And
I don't ever recall seeing that screen name before.
Oh yeah, this is all over. He's all over MLC.
Well, I will, Joe, Leo, make sure you focus intently on Bob Levy for life. I don't want to lose. Any man who comes up with that screen name and this picture, I want around. Okay,
with an arrow pointing to his turkey neck. That's his turkey neck, he said.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm telling you, Ray DeVito live.
Fucking Franklin.
Maybe
Franklin,
that's go ahead.
I'm just saying, Franklin changed my life with the Perry stuff. You know, it's like I had no idea
that was really me. But yeah, you can give Franklin credit. It's fine. I was really the first guy.
Well, I watched the movie a while ago, but I didn't get it. And now when I watch it, it's the funniest thing I ever seen the movie because I know Perry now.
Yes,
and it's just like I never knew I heard he was live, but I never went there. Then when I started going there, I was like, holy shit, this is really amazing.
Let's go, Mr. Levy. Please get Ray DeVito on MLC. He deserves to get a beating for that. If he comes on, I want on there because I want an apology and a thank you from him.
Yeah, because I definitely think I told Kevin to watch it. You know, I'm sure he watched it.
Oh my God! Can you imagine how many pictures he has in his phone with that show?
If you go on MLC, can Mike and I go live on our channel and watch you guys?
No, you see, I can't go on, not under this pressure. I can't have it. You know,
hey, Joe, not funny. Okay, I'm a comic. I know funny, not funny, Joe.
I went too far.
Too far, dude. Come on, man. Billy. Oh, that's Billy the hair puller.
Yeah. Pulls his own hair during sex when he jerks off.
Yeah, I mean, he does it all the time, not just during sex. But yeah,
that'd be weird.
That would be weird. He's not a weirdo. Well, I mean, I'm curious to see what Ray's gonna say about this. What his wrap-up's gonna be.
I put him in a mood that he wasn't, he's gonna say that, it's like it wasn't happening. There was nothing. All he had to do was hit me up and say this. Are you gonna go live today? That's all he had to do is hit me up. I'd be like, Ray, I'm not going live.
Or just ignore it. Like, don't show him your kryptonite. Just ignore it. Just understand it's a joke. Understand you don't know who Bob Levy is. He doesn't want to do anything, much less an extra show.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's a fact.
Send Ray a link. See if he wants to come on here.
Hiding that bandana and going, you fucking left it here? I told you to wear it when I was fucking you in the ass.
Yeah. It fell out of your mouth. Go ahead, Bob. Have fun with that.
Farber Ray can't take it. He was literally shaken. Look, and one thing about it, like even me and Kevin do a lot. Like we went to his taping, you know what I mean? We didn't have to go. We went there to support him, and we even did time on the first. I did time on the first show. Both of us. Ray a pink sleep. He may put it on.
Yeah.
Brett Melton comes on. I'll super chat a question about the private investigator he had. He seems shady about any in-depth questioning surrounding it. All right,
I really don't think he got an investigator. You know what I mean? You gotta think what's really real and what's not real. Come on.
Yeah. Whoa, Mike, I think you're on the wrong channel, buddy. We're doing the Rayp-Up Show. The Ray DeVito wrap-up show. So sorry, man. Keep searching on YouTube for that.
Right. Rev Bob Levy quotes, why am I not allowed into the pool? Hold on a second. You're not on the fucking list.
Bob Levy quotes definitely should be allowed in the pool.
Yeah. I'm going to put you on the you're allowed. Are you, Bob Levy.
Go ahead.
For life.
You have to buy some more paper, Bob.
Now you can come. No, I'm putting it next to each other on the other side.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised. Did any of you think Ray was going to? Wait, Ray actually told your producers we're not reading super chat.
$2 super chats.
Who the hell does he think he is? Not reading super chat for $2? What?
I'm going to bring that up today. Kevin's like, you shouldn't do it.
That's my thing. Can't wait till next week. Nothing under 10. Nothing under 20. We're going to read.
Look, sometimes we'll miss them. You know what I mean? When we try not to.
Read them
all. Really
back up and try again.
You're the guy at the book signing. There's like 15 people left. You go, hey, I was only told to do an hour. See you guys. Bye. Read them all, you cheap fuckers. Come on. It's beneath Kevin to read a $2 super chat.
No.
Sorry, Kevin. You're gonna have to slum it. Kevin D took my $5. Didn't repeat any of my super chat.
We'll put it up here. I'll read it.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
We have a guest.
Okay.
Oh.
It's got to be Ravish and Ray. Ravish. Oh. Look at a pretty boy.
I did send Ray a link for the record.
Okay.
So excited you knocked Bob out of sync.
Okay, I'm back. I can't move anymore. Now, Carter.
I apologize. They didn't come on earlier, but my pool guy just showed up. They started digging
shut the
today.
Fuck up.
They'll be done this afternoon.
Now you made the list.
Now you were watching Chad watch this interview?
Wait, hold on. I have to think about it. Yes, I was watching Chad watch Ray DeVito. Yes, that's the inception move I pulled. And I doubled Chad's audience the entire time.
Let me ask you something.
Potatoes. Yeah,
I was over 200 the entire time. He was hovering around 100. Ray was well over 400. Ray wins today.
Yeah.
Let me say something, my little sweet potato.
Yes, honey bear.
Now, okay, so you seen Ray. How did you think Ray did, and how do you think also Steel Toe did, and also how do you think Chad did?
Great questions, Bob.
Thank you.
Honestly,
but I'm not a lawyer.
Wasn't even paying attention to Ray and steel toe. I was all about Chad. Now, a few times, Chad yelled out, "This guy's obsessed with me," as he's doing a stream about the guy who is obsessed with him. So there was a little bit of hypocrisy in Chad's stream today. I believe he was yelling at Chad for not reading super chats. I personally have had super chats not read by Chad Zumick on many shows. So again, the hypocrisy bell will get rung as often as possible.
Nelson, I have to say, I really don't think Leo messed up the interview. I don't think anybody would have been happy with the interview you would have heard and seen if Leo Joe has stepped in and he was really a traffic cop. I don't think he took over the show by any means. He just moved things along when it got a little slow and stale. Nobody's running for office. You don't want to hear people speak for fucking 10 minutes uninterrupted. Like, it's got to go somewhere. We got to keep things moving along.
Also, he talked when Ray's internet went out.
That's the other thing.
I think he's angling for my job.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a whole different story. We can talk about that.
Hey, if you want to suck our dicks too, you come in here. You don't have to,
Are you talking to the pool guy again? Is he outside?
No, I'm sorry. The guy he's coming for your job.
So Chad was perplexed by the whole thing, which I love. And then, so how do you think? Well, then you weren't watching. You were just watching Chad, so you don't know.
I was really just watching Chad. I was not paying too much attention to Ray.
So how did Chad do?
Yeah.
Well, Chad was awful. Chad was a disaster. And as he kept yelling how bad of a podcaster Ray was, he could not even keep track of what he was. It was just a wonderful train wreck. I think I will be pulling it down and making that one a Patreon only very soon, because that was some gold.
That was great.
And again, double the audience watching a potato than watching Chad.
Now
and I did, for the record, send as many super chats over to Ray as I could. I declined to accept super chats today. I said they should all go to Ray. I only wanted to steal from Chad, not from Ray. Obviously, you're clapping because you're never going to pay Ray. So yes, I was giving the super chats to you. Yes,
I will pay Ray. I will pay what he is owed.
I just want to get on that narrative.
Yeah, don't pay him what he's worth.
No, I don't want to starve. I just want to pay him what he's owed.
Let's see if he gets mad at Mike.
Oh wait, I love this. Chad kept bragging that there would be no show without Chad.
Well, actually, there'd be no show without me. Let's get that out of the way.
Well, there would be no Chad without you because you're the one who brought him back to the show.
Thanks, Bob.
Well, no,
Yeah,
and
thanks,
I basically told him, hey, man, everyone's making money but you. Why don't you do a show about them?
Right. Well, no, he thought of it according to Chad.
The funny thing, too, I think my chat pointed out many times there were many Stuttering John parallels in Chad's rants.
Mm-hmm.
It was, after all I've done for you, Ray. Everything that Ray has, everything that's good in Ray's life is because of his relationship with Chad.
Right.
Yes. So, he introduced Chad to the MLC. He introduced Chad to Ari Jane, who's one of his loyal chatters. He introduced Chad to Ray to Ray would be, let's face it, Ray is not at a high spot right now, but he would be even lower if not for his association with Chad Zumick.
Look at this. He's backing you up. Roy's backing you up.
There you go. Yes. Roy, I believe Roy was the one that made that statement in my chat. Yes. Thank you, Roy.
So funny. There would be no anybody without Carl.
Who?
Yeah.
Chad's thin upper lip, a new viewing distraction. People got pictures of Chad with arrows pointed at different parts of his body.
Chad's only fighting back because he should fight back. There's nothing wrong with that. Truthfully.
Hold on, Bob. I got to stop you there because but some of the stuff was going too far. April's mother, Aaron's sister, like the kids, the ex-wife.
It gets off of why you're fighting.
Yeah, stay away from that. Stay away from the family. Go after the guys. Like I said, the guys on the screen, all fair game.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on the screen right now is fair game. But
even his current wife, who is on the screen,
yes,
believe it or not, is fair
absolutely.
game.
Make the pictures, make the photoshops, but the mother, the sister, the ex-wife, the ex-wife's husbands, the kids, Chad, shut the fuck up.
Well, and I can understand if you're fighting fire with fire, if they went after Chad's family and started talking about people in his family and relatives, then all bets are off, man. Let's fucking dance. It's a weird place to take it to.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that. I don't think that has anything to do with what you're pissed at. Are you pissed at her mother, or are you pissed at them?
His fat mother-in-law is the
right.
Yes.
My mother-in-law, she's fat, huh?
Yeah. Guy hiding behind potato reminds me of Ray thinking about Chad.
Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know.
We're not sure. I don't know. That
doesn't matter. Just say my name.
I just know $4.99 was attached to it, so thank you.
I'll take $2.50. Thank you.
Dave's Apple are $2. Even I won't pick on French fries. Look at that.
Wow.
Everybody.
Winning
Bob,
and
on your phone. Who are you in talks with right now?
No. I'm just getting out the MLC tweet. I'm paying attention.
Posting that other stuff shows that Chad doesn't have the confidence to be able to deal and defend himself. He goes to the lowest branch every time. This is important. Listen, Shawn Michaels won after Bret Hart's family when he was single. Single men have less skeletons in the closet. Don't attack strangers on the street. You don't know how crazy they are. I don't know how crazy you are. I don't even know what that chat was.
What the hell?
I'm a little scared.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a good point. The problem is Chad believes anything and everything random people send him in DMs and then attempts to justify his bad behavior by using that as an excuse. It's a very feminine trait. Damn, that dude just called you a bitch, Chad.
Wow.
That's straight up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Biatch.
It's worse than the cock.
As the late stuttering John says, Chad is a loser. $4.99 for reels. Or boy reels. Well, I mean,
what did you think of Ray's performance?
Me?
Big boss man?
My biggest issue was the Wi-Fi. That pissed me off. And then it's weird because look, I understand Ray doesn't have a beef with Aaron, so it's not going to be an interview where Ray's like, thanks for joining us. Let's get into this, right? They're going to small talk and they're going to schmooze and they're going to enjoy each other's company. But at the same time, this is a hot button issue on the internet right now. And we have a person who's involved in it, the person. So kind of know broadcasting a little bit, trim the fat, and let's get to the show. And that's where the super chats come in.
Yeah.
And so when he was like, "Oh, if it's $2, we don't read." No. If people are putting money and they're contributing and they're putting up a message regarding this and a question or whatever they want to do, then put it up. Put it up. We put up everything on our shows. If we see it, it's going up. If it doesn't come up, it's because we missed it. But there's no sense. And at the beginning of all this, Ray texted me, I want to go over with you. What should I add? Should I I'm thinking of splitting the super chats with them, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, you don't have to ask anything. The audience is going to ask the questions. You just have to let them ask it. That's it. And that's where Joe comes into play, because I think if it was up to Ray, you wouldn't have seen half of those super chats.
Yeah. And I think definitely Ray, with the help of a producer or a second mic, can put on a great show.
Well, that's why I brought him over here, believe it or not. I think Ray has quite a bit of potential. But it's hard broadcasting solo. Not everybody can do it.
I can.
And I think, Bob is a perfect example of somebody who just needs a mic and a chair. That's it.
And a pool.
I don't even need
cigarettes.
Yeah, and cigarette. A mic and cigarettes. Thank you.
And Gina.
You know, a lot of other people need a supporting cast to bring out their best. So I don't think you're that far off with that assessment. Boy, that Leo isn't.
Hi, Brandon.
It's because I love Mike Morse the most. That's what we do around here. We break walls.
Yeah.
That's what abusive people always say, right?
There's the Chad Cuck Joe.
Yeah, Chad Cuck Joe.
Chad Cuck Joe and nobody cared. That's just okay. Mike, write it. Go write it.
Gina is hot. Yeah. I'm going to say this to Chad on MLC today, too. Say what you want about Steel Toe, but he showed up and answered questions.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in the past or Chad's favorite. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right. I knew if he was coming on, he was gonna sit in the pocket. I knew he would. I thought Ray would walk off before I thought Aaron would walk off.
Yeah. We're getting another one-on-one. We have one coming up in like 2 weeks. I think we have a guest.
I think it's actually next week.
Well, when's next week? When next week I'm in. I got to go to the wedding, right? Remember?
Yeah, we can do it earlier in the week.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll find a time.
Yeah, it'll be and then you'll get it out of the coffin the week after.
You know what? I hate to say this, but Bob's actually right. We have it scheduled for a couple Thursdays from now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Well, Bob, what if you get sick and you can't go to the wedding?
Well, if I get sick, I gotta go. I'm in the wedding party.
Yeah, no, sure, but just in case.
No, no matter what, even if I got COVID, I'm going.
Gee, thanks.
Do you really have the option to turn off his camera and unway? Of course. He texted me that he was going to do it last night. This morning at 1 o'clock in the morning. He was threatening me with it. I'll just go do it on my channel. Was
it a threat, or was he offering a suggestion on to make the show better? What?
No.
No, it was.
I love Ray,
and boy, do I know the back of my hands.
Yeah, it was. It was Bob. Bob is mean, and if that's gonna be the case, then I'll take my ball home, and that's it. Oh, you meant Aaron? No, Aaron. I had no doubt was gonna. Once he agreed, I knew he was gonna do the interview no matter what. Plus, he's also doing it with Ray, who doesn't hate him, doesn't have an issue with him. So, you know, all you got to deal with is the comments.
Yeah, and it's not like I hate him and his wife or anything like that. It's not that. It was just a misunderstanding from the beginning that should have never came up. You know, I've never done anything to. I've only done good things. You know what I mean? That's all. It's nothing mad. I'm not mad at anything. I'm just like, what the fuck.
And I guarantee, I know Aaron would do this, and I know Chad would. But if there was an opportunity, Shuli, for you to have Aaron and Chad on a show together, Aaron would do it.
Yeah,
Chad would not.
He
would not show up. He would bitch out.
You're right. You're 100% right, Potato. Fucking genius. Good job setting up, Aaron. You and Patrick are a team. Okay. I didn't know we were, but
now you know.
Good team.
Wait a minute. Ray's in the chat.
Ray's in the chat?
Yeah. My temper tantrum is moving into a full-blown hissy fit.
Oh, that is Ray. He spells it DeVito.
That's Southern Italian spelling.
But you know what the funny thing is with Ray? Ray is a great guy and very, he doesn't get mad. But when he does get mad, it's going to be something that's very stupid. You know what I mean?
And to go after anybody, I mean, the last person you want to attack is Levy. Trust me. It's not going to end well, Ray. Apologize immediately.
I hate apologies anyway. I do hate them. I that's why, you know what I mean? Just go on. You don't fucking apologize. Anybody, you can do anything in life and then say you're sorry and it's forgiving. No, I don't believe that. I just think, hey man, that's it. I shouldn't have done that by move, But by saying sorry, it doesn't it's ridiculous.
So you never say sorry to your wife after an argument?
No.
Only with her.
Right. You have to.
You know, truthfully. And anyone else, I don't let it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
What if you know you're wrong?
I say whatever. If that made you mad, then that's what I say. I did that. I did that with Howard. I never apologized. I said, I'm sorry you're upset by what I said. You know what I mean? I wouldn't directly say it.
Well, listen, that's a lot of people do that, but sometimes you are wrong, and you should.
Yeah, I know that, but I'll say I'm wrong. I won't say I'm sorry.
Ray is very sensitive. Yeah, listen, most comics are.
He's known as the clit of comedy. He's so sensitive.
Right, but you save that sensitivity behind the scenes. You don't fucking you don't flip over your hand and show everybody what you're holding in the table.
Yeah, wait a minute. XM has a thing. When you're Bob, you're never wrong. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I try not to be wrong. I try not to be. I try to clit chat. Well, yeah, he's very sensitive. He's got a clit.
Liberals are wrong. Has Ray ever had a girlfriend? Let's ask him, ladies and gentlemen.
Is he here?
Star of that interview from Rock Bottom.
Hold on, I'm going to go live against him.
The host of Rock Bottom on the Dumb Shuli Network, ladies and gentlemen, Ray DeVito.
Hey, Ray.
What's up, guys? I'm in the condo in Tulsa, so I don't know how great the Wi-Fi is going to be, but
it's working great now.
It's you know what? It's working better here than it did at my buddy's place. He was like, "Hey, I got great Wi-Fi." I did look into it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You were at your buddy's place for the Steel Toe interview?
Yeah, because he said he had great Wi-Fi.
All right. Well, then I thought you were at the condo, and I was like, why? If Ray knew this was such a big interview, why would he do it from the condo when he could go? I would have paid for a hotel for you to make sure you have good Wi-Fi. And now it turns out you did go to a place that was supposed to have better Wi-Fi, and it didn't. So I will say I was wrong about that. Go ahead, Ray. Your turn.
Why do you say you're sorry? Say you're sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah,
say ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know what Bob. I did not know if Bob was fucking around or not. Like I didn't know.
I told you.
Seriously didn't know.
Time,
you told me at like 7 in the morning or whenever.
When I woke up.
Yes.
So and I told you, I texted you today, it was a joke. He was never, and you go, well, I'm still going to address it. So after you knew it was a joke, you still said, I'm going to address it.
Well, I saw that at like 2 in the morning and I went to bed trying to go to sleep thinking about this. Like, what the fuck, man? So
how many drinks did you have last night?
A few.
Right.
A few. But I still didn't sleep well because that was in my head. I'm like, here I am trying to get shit ready, and this is going on in my head. So
you take it out on Bab.
Well, listen, before you go around apologizing to everybody here, which we'll get to,
I owe everyone an apology.
Yeah, let me ask you. You've had a chance now to sit back and decompress. Your thoughts on the interview with Aaron from Steel Toe?
Well, I was annoyed with the Wi-Fi, and then I also felt bad bitching about the Wi-Fi because I'm in my buddy's place who's letting me do it while he's giving up his living room for me to do it. So I'm like, oh man, like he's gonna be like this fucking ungrateful son of a bitch.
No, Shuli said that before the interview. Go ahead, go.
Yep, go ahead.
But I like I said, I think you guys said it. I don't have like a beef with Aaron. I wanted to talk about some stuff. I didn't know the details of the text message. People sent me questions.
Go ahead.
That's pretty accurate. I thought Joe did great. I like Joe jumping in. He knew more in-depth stuff than I knew. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't know the details of the Bob text message thing. I thought Aaron was great. I give kudos to Aaron. I thought he was great. And I think this could, like, I think I heard you guys talking about it. He could do more shows with you guys.
Well, who, Aaron?
Yeah. Like, I don't think he would be against it. Like, I'm muted.
Aaron is a radio guy. Okay. If there's a potential there for something good, a bit, a show, whatever, I don't see him having a problem with any of that. Yeah. Though So a lot of people felt that Joe was rude to you. By a lot of people, I think 3 in the chat have said Joe was rude to you. Did you think Joe was rude or overstepped?
No, and I also was thankful he was there because when he was talking, I also didn't know if he was doing it to talk or he was doing it because my Wi-Fi was froze.
Okay.
Yeah,
for the record, for those few people do we not text each other? Are we not friends? We talk on the phone about the show. It's not like I think they think I'm fucking with you like all the time or something.
No. You're the nicest one to me.
That's the game he plays, Ray. Be careful. He lured me into his trap.
Cardiff knows.
Add that comment to the apology list. Thank you. Go ahead. So now you text me at 1 a.m. last night, upset about Bob, and threatening to go do this show on your own YouTube channel. And I gotta say that was a weird text to get from you.
I thought he was being serious about going live. I seriously thought he was being serious because what also pissed me off, which I took out today because I was listening to MLC and Chad just making up all these fucking lies like he fucking does, saying like, yeah, Ray was on air with Melton saying this, and he was in the chat saying I wasn't on Melton's podcast. So I had nothing to do with it. And Bob and Kevin are sitting there believing him, like, yo, yeah, really? It's like, yeah, like Chad doesn't fucking lie.
Sorry, my acting is too good.
Too good.
Yeah, I'm too good of an actor.
Like you guys are actually you're actually fucking believing.
I believe
Chad.
Everything that's said on the internet and on YouTube.
If Chad says it, it's got 20% chance of being true.
20.
Why are you so mad then?
No, I'm letting you know. You're acting like it's fucking gospel. Everything he says. The guy, he's lied a zillion times over. Like that's all he does.
Ray is lying again right now. He so wants to be me.
Who's that from, Chad?
Oh yeah.
Send him a link.
Now he's lying.
Send him a link.
Now he's lying like I lie. He said.
Send him a link to watch this on his channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I gotta go. I gotta go cover Chad.
Yeah, that is great. I heard Cardiff talking about that. Like he's like, Ray's so obsessed with me while he's watching my fucking stream.
Yes.
Now you bring something interesting up. So you're okay with Chad and with Melton and with BYB and every other podcast out there is sniping the show and live commenting on it. None of that upset you. Bob upset you.
It hurt me that because he like joked about it, and then I thought he was going to go live, and so that hurt. That hurt. Like I'm like, come on, man. I'm already in my own head about this.
Hold on, Chad had said another one. He said, and it's only going to be a matter of weeks before Ray gains a lot of weight to try to look like me.
Wow.
You say?
Saying you have a future fat ahead of you.
I hope not, because I get gout as it is. If I put on any more weight,
I was kidding, Ray, and Chad didn't hit me up.
Yeah. So, Bob, Ray was not kidding. You hurt him. So go ahead and work that out with Ray. Go ahead.
If it upset you that you thought I was going live, then you're an idiot.
I thought you were gonna get it. I'm sorry. Never.
That's fine, man. And
Ray, have I ever hurt you in any way?
I brought up that one time that upset me when I was I spent all day going to Kumia, and then every time I talk, you had him cut off my microphone. That was a waste of.
It was hilarious. You weren't a guest. It was hilarious. You weren't a guest on the show.
What happened? Oh Jesus! What did you call out?
It was funny because of the fact we would have done that with fucking we fuck with Barry when he comes in. It's like
at least they didn't go through your. At least they didn't go through your bags like they do Barry Ribs when he comes on. Bringing up everything the guy travels with throughout the city out on the show. Listen, that's the shit. I mean, Bob, a fucking amazing comic, goes down to Florida to do Bubba the Love Sponge show, and next thing you know, they got him tied up to some fucking torture contraption, making him fucking vomit. Like, and he's not a stunt guy. Like, he doesn't do those bits, but sometimes
he ate blues teas out of women's asses for years on stage.
That's not a stunt. That's a gift.
Yeah.
He was hungry, Ray.
People wanted that. There was no getting away from it at that time.
Right.
It would have been riots, and I'm not kidding about that.
Right. Yeah, and people refused to leave the venues if Bob didn't grab a woman out of the audience against her will and forcibly eat blue cheese out of her. What a closer. You ever sit down sometimes and think to yourself, what a fucking closer that was? Like, fuck was I thinking?
People went nuts. It was like we let lions out to kill the Christians.
What about the people that weren't familiar with you that just thought they were going to see like some ventriloquist or something?
Well, they learned quickly. Yeah.
Then their mom's getting dragged on stage.
Remember in Baltimore?
I was just gonna say we had a few times where people came out thinking it was a completely different show. We did a Killers of Comedy show that table of 7 or 8 black people were sitting at, and when we see them, and I go to Bob, I go, I think they think this is a Kings of Comedy show, and Yucko the Clown was the first one out. And they lasted through about 3 minutes of his set. Once he pulled that giant black dildo out, they just all picked up their shit.
That's funny.
I remember when I did that. That was oops.
Yeah. I heard one of them go, "Say no Kings of Comedy" on their way out, and I was like, "Yeah."
It's so funny that Cardiff seen us at a place. He seen us live back then. That was cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
not Yucko. Yucko wasn't on that show.
Yeah, but it comes all. I think Colin might have been on this show. I thought we brought it.
Well, Ray, so go ahead. Whenever you want to apologize, whoever you want to start with, feel free. Go ahead.
I apologize to everyone. And when I think I clarified when I said I did not mean to say the dumb Shuli network. I meant to say that was dumb, Bob, to do that on because I do consider this
totally wrong.
I do consider this also Bob's network. He's a pretty big deal in this network. Can we admit that?
He's all right.
I know. As he puts up the so I apologize for that. That was
what do you
I apologize for
Bob, hold on before you're done apologizing. Why don't you apologize to these fine, hardworking $2 people that try to get a chat up and you don't want to do?
That was dumb of me to say that. I realized that after the fact. I was just saying that for the fact that I kind of wanted to talk about the questions first. Then I was going to read the chats. But like I said, I'm new to this getting chats while trying to do an important interview.
Yeah.
I'm new to that. That was new to me. Yeah. I'm going to always read every super chat on all the chats.
Is that a new one for the channel?
I don't know if it's up yet, but yes, it's been made.
Okay. We'll see. You're this close.
I see you're he's wearing a Montreal Expos hat, so I guess he's easily switches baseball team.
I'm not a Dodgers fan. It's just a Brooklyn Dodger. I'm just a fan of baseball. Neither of those teams exist.
How do you feel the Brooklyn Dodgers are going to do this year, Ray?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I want to read this from the chat. It's amazing he has a bee on his head because he was so boring today.
Nain or Diff, $1.99. Poor Aaron just beat the ape because of Joe. And what else?
Ray, I have a question for you. Do you think more people are going to hate you after your real interview or hate me after my fake interview? Which was more divisive?
You know what? People were gonna I don't know what they wanted from me. Like I was supposed to come out and like fucking be a giant asshole. Like I don't know all the backstory. I have no animosity.
You didn't even ask him if he had a steel toe. I don't even know if he has a steel toe now.
Gavin, that was one of my hard-hitting questions. Why is it called Steel Toe? I did. We found out that was the name of the radio show.
Gavin House says you had 5 minutes where you never said a word while the producer took over and just sat there with a dumb look on your face. That, I believe, is when the Wi-Fi went out.
Also, actually, I think he's probably referencing the rant I went on about the text to Bob, which Ray's not in our group text and doesn't know that whole story. So I was the only one at the moment to ask him about that.
Yeah, because I was asked, someone sent me the question to ask him about the text to Bob. I had no idea what the details of it. I just knew that there was a text saying that there was going to be blowback towards Bob. That's all that I knew.
Right.
That's all that I had.
Let me read this one. How is it that you've been doing comedy for how many years?
You've been reading for how many years?
No. Okay. You've been doing comedy for 20 years about. And you said you were closing an open mic. Why even bring up that embarrassment about what you were doing? Ray, answer this for the people.
Bob is reading this off of your Wi-Fi. That's the problem.
That's a valid question.
Yeah.
I was mainly doing that because I had a night in St. Louis and I wanted to hang out with Sean O'Brien and Greg.
I'll be right back.
Greg Warren was also doing the same show.
Is Chad doing something? Where'd you go?
Yeah, he's got.
I like that Ray improved his Wi-Fi for the Wrap-Up Show.
I know.
No, hey, had I known, I would have done the show here. Like I didn't know. Like I'm surprised the Wi-Fi is this good here.
Let's think. Who told you the Wi-Fi was shit there?
Chad Sumakari.
Yet another lie. Yet another fucking thing we can't take this guy's word on. Jesus Christ.
All right. I got to get ready, guys.
Yeah, Bob's
MLC podcast at 4 o'clock. And we'll see you there. Ray, all I got to say is you did
Oh, I think we lost him. Oh, well, I think he was going to say you did a great job. And I will say we can have our apology in private. I don't need it on the air.
In writing, probably.
In writing.
Yeah.
And good job today, buddy. Way to hang in there. All right.
All right. Thanks, man. I had a lot of fun. I'm appreciative of being on the network. And yes.
All right. Enough of that.
Listen, and we appreciate having you on the Dumb Network. We couldn't have a Dumb Network without you, and we mean that. All right.
I'm never going to live that down.
No.
I love you guys too. All right.
Mike, Dad, it's been fun. We got to go. MLC is starting. I'm going to tune in. I know all of you guys are. Thank you for tuning in to the Rayp-Up Show. The fuck are we thinking? I don't know if we'll do this again, but but we got to use this logo. It's too good not to use it again, so we'll figure it out. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you whenever. Bye.